don't know if it's the warmer weather or the longer, brighter days, but I have been loving my evening routine recently. My mornings, they are focused around productivity, but my evenings, I look forward to them so much because it feels like my little reward at the end of the day, at the end of the work day. And it's not about making them as productive as I can, fitting in as much as I can. It's about just making the most of them and truly not wasting them on things that actually don't relax me. This truly has been the routine that helps me unwind, ending every single work day with ticking off that to-do list, creating a little brain dump of to-dos for tomorrow, and that way I just feel weight off my shoulders. And then of course my little reward, getting some time outside. We're driving to Richmond Park because my friend sent me this garden, I can't actually remember the name, I'll pop on the screen, that is in Richmond Park and it's in full bloom right now. It looks literally like something from a fairy tale. So that is where we're gonna go for a little evening walk with the puppy. I'm excited.
Ooh. Hello. He's going to enjoy it.
One of the most amazing things about Richmond Park is that you can find deer just roaming around. It's actually crazy, and we've just spotted some. We're gonna just get a little closer. It's actually so beautiful. I don't know how long this lasts. I've seen people say if you come in April, May, obviously it's May now, then it should still be here. But yeah, it definitely doesn't last too long. They're like full in bloom right now. It's so beautiful. I cannot get over how beautiful this was. My eyes were so happy seeing this at the end of the day, especially after a day of staring at screens. It sounds so cheesy, but getting outside into nature, especially somewhere so beautiful like Richmond Park that just feels like you are in the middle of wilderness, such a good way to reset. A lot of my evenings, especially in the winter, would start with just being on my phone, mindlessly scrolling as a way to decompress. And let's be honest, probably just ending up on the couch all evening. Whereas this, doing something that I know is good for me, actually gives my brain proper dopamine. This is a way better way to switch off. I find this is such a good time for me and will to actually catch up, have some quality time. There's so many studies that show incorporating an evening walk into your routine helps to just calm the nervous system and support better sleep. That was the nicest evening walk. Richmond Park is just like probably one of my favorite places in London. It's so special. I am craving something very particular for dinner, so I had to pop into food shop on my way home. I want like not a traditional carbonara, because otherwise I'll get yelled at, but one with like courgette, just making it a bit more spring, green, yum. Also, I saw these so random on the shelf in Waitrose. I don't know why, they grabbed my eye and they're so yummy. Do you want to try one? They're like yogurt gummies. I don't know if that makes them any healthier.
Courgette in a carbonara is controversial.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get yelled at. Try one.
What is it?
It's like yogurt. Fruit yogurt gummy. But if you're like me and you love froyo, like frozen yogurt, these might be a little bit of you. Okay, I'm craving a little drink. And one of my absolute biggest tips for helping you wind down, improve your quality of sleep, actually get a good night's rest, and I think we've all heard this one, is making sure that you're cutting off your caffeine intake at a good time. Now, I love a little late afternoon pick-me-up warm drink, but I try my best to avoid coffee. I so feel a difference with
my sleep quality when I have a coffee at like 4 p.m., 5 p.m. So, little recommendation, I have been reaching for this. This is the DIRTEA Coffee Mushroom Super Blend. This is what I will reach for instead of that late afternoon coffee. And let me tell you, it helps so much with my sleep. I'm sure so many of you have already heard of DIRTEA. This blend in particular is super popular. I want to say a big thanks to DIRTEA for sponsoring this part of the video. DIRTEA blends make it easy to feel your best every single day. Just mix it into water for a simple ritual that actually sticks. Each blend combines powerful mushrooms like lion's mane with adaptogen to support focus, energy, however, without the crashes or jitters that we get from caffeine. I want to put you on this for your evenings. I'm gonna make myself a little drink now. This is the DIRTEA Cacao Mushroom Super Blend. I love little things like this. It helps make wellness feel more effortless. Crave a little cacao drink in the evening is satisfies my sweet tooth. Also, one of the key ingredients in this is reishi, which I didn't know, fun fact, has actually been around for centuries to help support better sleep. Perfect for the evening. It helps just calm your nervous system, helping me just wind down. It still has that super like warming, cozy taste that you get from hot chocolate. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this literally has like vitamin B12, it has your biotin, it's gluten-free, it's vegan, not gonna give you like the sugar highs, your sugar spikes. It's made with high quality mushrooms, no fillers. Lion's mane, fun fact, is especially known for boosting brain function. So if you're like me and you're trying to create new habits, or you just want a nicer way to unwind at the end of the day, I seriously recommend giving this a go. Not only is it delicious, but also good for you. DIRTEA have been so kind and offered you guys 30% off your first 3 subscription orders. Pop the link, all the details in the description bar, but also here is the QR code to make it super easy for you guys. When I drink this as well, my brain knows to associate it with calm evening time. I actually have a yoga class booked now, which I'm so excited for. I've been doing, I think I mentioned in the last video, trying to incorporate 1 yoga class a week. I'm not out here like trying to become a yogi, but I really love it. I love it, especially in the evenings after a long day and I'm like struggling to switch off my brain. I just find, especially, I think it's vinyasa yoga is particularly good breathing exercises and like connecting the movements, the flow with your breath. Trying my best to keep up with my 1 class a week, 1 yoga class a week rule that I've set for myself this spring, summer. I've noticed my gym has a class going this evening. Will's gonna go to the gym anyway, so I literally might as well. I kind of, if I'm being honest, there's a big part of me that doesn't want to go, but I haven't been to a class this week and I feel like this is the only evening I can fit it in, and I know I'm just gonna feel so much better when I'm out of it. Yoga is one of the biggest things that helps to clear my mind. I come out feeling so much clearer, relaxed. It's a time where like I'm not gonna be on my phone. I don't have to think about anything. I don't have to think about anything outside of that studio. One of the biggest things I need right now is a really, really good stretch.
Right ankle past the left thigh.
I can't lie, we normally have dinner a bit earlier, but I really wanted to squeeze in that yoga class, so yeah. I was starving by this point, I'll be honest, but this was a very speedy recipe. It also isn't my recipe. I'll make sure to leave the link below in the description for you guys. I recommend checking it out. I start by preparing the eggs, then the veggies. There's something about cutting courgettes into ribbons that just screams spring to me. This is a very spring themed pasta dish. And then I just cooked it all up. The fried parma ham as well was so yummy, such a nice touch.
I didn't see you there. I'm just supporting my wife to be, cleaning up her mess. No, delicious food.
For the evenings when I'm craving something sweet, but I'm not that hungry because that dinner really filled me up. I literally realized now I was talking about yogurt sweets earlier, and now I am gonna have some frozen yogurt. I got this from M&S. So good. Also, don't judge me for just going straight in from the tub. I was thinking about trying to make a cute little bowl with some fruit and stuff, but honestly I just want to dig in. If you have not tried this before, I recommend so much. We in this household love to split a tub of Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Like, that is the ultimate dessert. If that's what my body wants, that's what my body's gonna get. But sometimes when I want something lighter, especially during the week, just trying to pick things that I know are a bit more nourishing for my body. And also the biggest thing though is we're talking about trying to get better sleep. This does not give me like a crazy sugar spike like I would get from Ben & Jerry's. It's getting a bit later now. I've got this candle burning away, the cozy lighting, and I actually, after I've had that sleep tea as well, my body knows it's just time to decompress. However, I always say like your bedtime starts like half an hour before you actually go to sleep. I've been watching TV, but I like to call this window of my day like my no input time. I'm talking no doom scrolling, not even like podcasts or like a informational self-help book, nothing like that. A time where my mind does not have to digest anything. I can switch off, disconnect from the world. Honestly, it's probably the time that Will and I just yap to each other, but kind of in the mood to read. However, I have not been able to get into a book for like over a month now. Reading a bit of this, reading a bit of that. You know what I'm like and what I'm into. Do you have any book recommendations for me right now?